Welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts, particularly Minis and Jaguars. Amir's gone off now for his break for 12 days, so I'll be getting on with the Mini and the E Type on my own. Max, who's had my engine, rebuilt my engine, I got a call off him yesterday. Unfortunately we can't do it tonight. Mind you, nobody watches YouTube on a Saturday night anyway, so the film will be up tomorrow night. He's coming, he should be between 12 and 1, he should be here tomorrow. We've got it pretty much everything set up. So tomorrow morning I'll just finish off the brakes, take the outer CVs off and redo the shafts. I'll take you up there in a minute and show you what I'm doing with that. So it'll be tomorrow now, the engine video. A couple of things. So I talked to you some time ago about the registration on this Mini, and I found out now what it is you can have a combination of 6 letters and numbers, you know, so you could have, say, you know, Mini 22 or something like that, but it has to be a combination of 6 letters, so 6 letters and numbers. So you could have I don't know, 1 letter and 5 numbers, or a combination like that. So the ones I'm thinking about is Mini 59, obviously the year the Mini came out, 1959. I think the 3 alternatives I'll go for is Mini 59, Mini 13, now people say unlucky number, but being a 1.3 engine, I can't put a dot in it like I see people do sometimes in the UK. They change the letters around a little, not change it, but move them closer to make it look like something. You can't do that here, but Mini 13 1.3. Or the other thing I could do is have Mini 62, which is, I think, when the Cooper very first came out, when John Cooper got the first one and started to upgrade the engine and do disc brakes and all that kind of stuff. Because the very first rally it ever won, Monte Carlo, was 64. It won in 64, 65, 66 and 67, but it's only acclaimed with 3 wins, 64, 65 and 67, because in 66, even though the Mini won, the organisers in the Monte Carlo rally took the victory away, because they said the headlights were so many inches off the ground, which was illegal. A lot of crap, but there you go. So I actually won 4 times, but they were disqualified once in 66. Anyway, so I'll see if you've got any ideas what you think I should go for. But I'd like Mini on here. I think Mini's quite nice. Yeah, the next thing I was going to talk about is if you watched Total Car Reviews, Tom's website, or Tom's channel, he was talking about this guy in the UK up near, I don't know, it's the north of England, so I think they were called, I can't even remember what the name of the company was, but it was Mini Restorations, and this arsehole just ripped off so many people, apparently to the tune of £300,000, and he took their beloved cars, you know, cars that had years, and just stripped and sold bits off, and I mean, this guy is a jackal, you know, I mean, unfortunately it's people like him that give the car restoration business a bad name. I'm not in the car restoration, I do it for hobby, but it's people like this that you've got to be careful of. And like Tom said in his video, he used to drop in on this guy unannounced, and that was the only way to catch him out. So if you're going to a restorer, really go to somebody you know, somebody you can drop in on, somebody you can, you know, if it's, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of miles away, the likelihood is you're not going to keep going there. But you need to go and see, because you never know with these people when they're getting into financial trouble. So be really careful on that, really do your homework and make sure they're reputable people, because there's too many cowboys out there. Anyway, enough said on that point. So as I say, so it'll be Sunday for the video on put the engine in. There's a couple of quick things I wanted to show you here. Just have a quick cup of tea, hang on a second. A couple of things I bought here that I wanted to show you. This is the magnet system I use for when I'm doing my metal work, but as you can see there, you're not getting an awful lot of swarf in them. They're terrible for catching your finger. They're very hard to clean. So what I've done is I bought this system, which is it's got an on and off magnet on it, so you can, as soon as you turn the magnet off, all the rubbish comes off, all the metal cuttings and filings, and then all you have to do is basically, if you want to put it on, see, there's no magnet. just basically switch it on. It's very strong. So very nice bit of kit. Quite wide, but handy for doing small strips. There's certainly enough meat and enough magnet on it to pick up anything you need. So I'm going to pick up the camera and show you, so you can see now that the calipers are on. You know, everything's about ready to go. I've got to take out obviously the outer CVs now. I got a comment from Tony about this rear boot, why there's a hole in the back. And for people that haven't seen it before, like I said, I've made this side opening boot, and the idea of this is going to have a catch on it, and you can see that it basically just closes up. So when it's opened, it'll sit like that on the spare wheel. And the idea is in the back here. I've designed it because the tank comes to here exactly. I've designed it so the idea is you'll be able to put luggage into the back where the rear seats are. So basically the rear seats will fold. So if I go back out, I can show you. So you can imagine, let me open this door. So you can imagine in here there'll be a rear seat swap here, both of them. This one on the front will hinge up like this, and the one at the top will hinge up that way. So it will basically make a box. You can imagine basically a box thing. So the top one will be like that, the bottom one will be like that, and there'll be vinyl going across the top of the seats, so you can't see inside. And when you're not using it, you just push it back in, and the vinyl will go inside the car. So it's like a you know, tripling the boot space basically. Because I've always wondered why or how these guys go to these rallies in islands with tents and all that. I mean, apart from a roof rack, there's no other real way to do it. So it was a bit of a challenge to see if it could be done and make it workable. I mean, I still haven't got a full plan for the seats, but I'm fairly sure we can make them hinge and it'll work. So and the kit should be here on Tuesday or Wednesday. So yeah, so and I think what I'll do is get some new. These Rams are off a scrap car, and obviously they're a bit tired, so I just might buy some new ones, then it'll probably open on its own even easier. But it's a bit hard to do this with one hand. But as you say, I think it looks pretty nice. It's definitely quite unique. The new lights are on there now. You can see how much nicer they look. Not happy with the gasket on this one. It looks a bit crappy. There's something not quite right there. So I'm going to take that off. I've got 2 or 3 spare ones of them, so I'll take that off. Anyway, so that's it really for tonight. I'll do one on tomorrow night when the engine comes. For the E-Type guys, you can see we fitted a new panel in there. It looks pretty ropey at the moment, but it's only just gone in. We now have to repair this section on the bottom, and you can see inside it's all been repaired. Hopefully, in fact, I'll get the torch so you can't see it properly. And then, so this will go on hold for a while till the minis. You can see it's all been redone in there. It's looking quite nice. So, and yeah, just to finish off, this is a selection. This is when I bought that magnetic triangle, a magnetic angle over there, the one I was showing you with the switch on it. I bought these at the same time. These are brilliant because they've got such a nice bevel base on them, so no matter what you're doing you can get really nice, and they fit beautifully. And as you can see, there's quite a selection here because obviously we're doing a lot of restoration. You need a lot of clamps, and I have to say these little ones, now they're not very expensive and they're quite flimsy, but for little panels, for little repair pieces, they're perfect. You know, because something like this or this can be a bit heavy and too long, or even something like that. Whereas these are really, really perfect for that kind of job. They're so tiny, but they do the job really well. And as I say, they're very good, the ones with the pivots on them. So anyway, that's it until Sunday. Sorry you didn't get to see the car tonight, but there you go. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. Talk to you tomorrow night. Oh, it'll be late tomorrow night, possibly. We'll see. Bye for now. Take care. Bye.